Hi everybody, it's Kim Bergen-Jackson. I'm the administrator at Oak Knoll and it is September 20th, Wednesday. I can't believe we can almost say we're at the end of September already, but it's certainly true, and it is forecasted to have some rain today, so it's a little darker than I like outside, but the seasons are definitely starting to change. I wanted to talk right away about vaccine clinic information. I've been getting a lot of calls from everybody, so let's talk about them two separate scenarios. The flu influenza clinic is set for October 12th at the main campus and October 18th at Oak Knoll East. There'll be plenty of notice in the memo. Laura O'Connor, thank goodness for Laura and her organizational skills, has volunteered to coordinate both clinics once again, so she can put that on her resume someday, that if she ever makes a resume, that she's a good coordinator of clinics. I believe the times are from noon to 3 at the Oak Knoll main campus and from 9 to noon at the Oak Knoll East campus. And they're also doing the health center and assisted living areas, so they don't have to go to the big clinic. So that's the influenza clinic. Now, on September 12th, the FDA and the CDC recommended a new COVID vaccine. So this is not a booster. They're not calling it a booster. It is the 2023-2024 updated COVID-19 vaccine. And it is the Omicron variant XBB. So I think what they're trying to get to is that we will have a different vaccine every year, just like we do for influenza. And it will be made on the currently traveling around variant, which is the XBB variant of Omicron. Since that happened on just last week, the pharmacies are getting their order supplies in. So right now, the only place that you can get a vaccine is at Walgreens. You can schedule that online. They have different times available. If you want it now. I suspect that we will be offering the COVID vaccine in November. I cannot get it coordinated with the pharmacies when we're doing the flu shot clinic. So if you would like to get your COVID shot before November, you're going to have to arrange to have that done at Walgreens, eventually Hy-Vee, but not yet. Hardig expects their supply to come in this weekend, and so I said I would call them back on Monday, but they hope to have supply by Monday, and they just ask you to come in the afternoon and call first to make sure they have enough of staff available to do that vaccine. The University of Iowa opened it up to their employees yesterday, but it's not available on my chart yet. I checked this morning, so you cannot schedule it yet if you're a patient at the university, but you can if you're a staff member. That's a lot of information, so just let me review. The influenza clinic is going forward October 12th and October 18th. Check your memo for details about the times and the locations. The COVID vaccine clinic is not a booster clinic. It's a new vaccine this year with the Omicron variant. It is called the 2023-2024 updated COVID vaccine, and that will be available at Oak Knoll in November if I can get a pharmacy to coordinate with me. Right now, the holdup is access to the supply, and currently Walgreens is the only pharmacy that's giving those vaccines. So you can go online and schedule an appointment. My appointment is for next Friday. So that's my advice to you about that. As for COVID in the community, we have one staff person out with COVID right now, very minimal symptoms, treating at home. We have no residents that I know of right now anywhere with COVID, but I will tell you there's an outbreak very close to here in a nursing home. So COVID is very active in the community, as you know. We've seen a slight increase in the number of hospitalizations. We're still in the single digits, so it isn't anything like it was before. I just want you to know that it's out there, and be vigilant if you're traveling, like I'm traveling this week. I'm going to wear a mask at the airport, and on the plane I might be the only one, but I don't care because I do not want to get COVID. Every case of COVID that we've seen in the past couple weeks has been related to travel. So in the airport, in congested areas, train stations, bus stations, if you ever found yourself in the bus station, I don't know why we would, but all those places where they're very congested is where you have to be more mindful of other people. Symptoms have been mild to moderate. At the nursing home in Iowa City that I mentioned, the symptoms have been severe and one person has been hospitalized. So be vigilant, get vaccinated as soon as you can, wash your hands, that's the secret sauce, right? And wear a mask if you're in large crowds of people and you don't want to be exposed. I'm afraid COVID is here forever, so we're just learning how to cope with it. We have not reinstated a mask mandate here yet. I don't really want to do that, but if we have an increase in the number of cases at Oaknall, I will ask people to put their masks back on. Fingers crossed we don't have to do that, and we can just keep doing what we're doing. That's it for me. As I said, I'm traveling this week. I'm going to New York. I'm going to see Hamilton on Broadway. I can't wait. It's very exciting. And then I'll be back on Monday. So have a great week. I'll see you in 2 weeks. Take care.